Hello, a very warm welcome to my Luminosity Yoga series of videos where I embody or help you embody the cosmic energies and align them with your own personal energies by practicing yoga together with me. And I comprise a practice for each lunar cycle, starting with a new moon of each month of a year. And so this video is for the new moon in Aquarius in 2022. And this occurs depending on where you are in the world, either on the last day of January or the 1st of February. And it will be at around 7 a.m. in Berlin, where I currently am. Will be a new moon at 12 degrees of Aquarius. And I want to start by saying a few things about this energy. So the sign of Aquarius, to many known as the water bearer, there is an image in the tarot, a tarot card, which depicts Aquarius, which is the star. So actually, instead of water, this is like stardust. So it is related to the air element. It is fixed air, so that means it's in the middle of a season, in the middle of winter, in the northern hemisphere, and in the middle of summer, actually, in the southern hemisphere. So it has a certain extreme kind of quality, and at the same time, the fixed quality gives it a certain stubbornness. It's an outside the box thinker. The air quality, all the air signs have an aspect of relating, and in Aquarius, it's relating to all of humanity. So it's humanitarian and about communities or groups. And in this case, this particular time of the year, and we might think about rebuilding communities, rebuilding groups, rebuilding intimacy with ourselves and with others. So even though Aquarius has a kind of a non-attached quality, it can be taken a very non-attached perspective. Like it can really see the big picture and be quite neutral, or let's say objective in a way. It's about bringing in the intimacy or the heart into that community, humanity, bringing that back in. Other keywords are uniqueness, individuality, freedom is very important, and also related. The ideas of Aquarius are innovation, technology, and also lightning, sudden change, unexpected change, which we have experienced at this point of time plenty in many different circumstances. So Aquarius again and again asks us to adjust and be flexible and adapt, even though at the same time it has a certain kind of, as I already said, fixed quality to it. It has two ruling planets. The modern ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, the planet itself connected to sudden transformation and change. And it is it has like a very, very long cycle, an 84-year cycle. And the ancient ruler of Aquarius is Saturn, which many of you might have heard of, the Saturn return, which is in our late 20s usually. So around 27, 28 is something we experience. So that's the orbit of Saturn. That's how long it takes to go around. And so when we look at this new moon in Aquarius, it is also conjunct Saturn in Capricorn at this time. So since there is this conjunction, I think there is, we have to really look at both aspects of Aquarius, the Saturnian one, which is about limitations, maintaining tradition, societal rules, regulations, and structures. And we have had some time now to actually really look at our structures and see which of these need rebuilding or need mending or improving even. So this might be the one side of it. And on the medical side of things or physical side of things, it's related to the skeleton, to our knees, all the skeleton really, also the spinal column, and it is related to the root chakra on an energetic level. Both Uranus and Saturn relate to the root chakra, one of them like different, let's say, layers of the root chakra, which is nothing physical in itself. So it might be a bit complex, but let's say the root chakra, Muladhara, connection to earth, grounding. And so there is this conjunction with Saturn, so it gives us a Saturnian emphasis, still possibly to do with regulations, rules, limitations. And at the same time, it has a square, which is like a kind of a difficult aspect, a challenging aspect, which requires a creative solution with the planet Uranus, which at this time is in the sign of Taurus. So we actually have quite a lot of Earth here, Capricorn and Taurus, both being Earth signs. Yeah, so this square emphasizes the Uranian quality of Aquarius. So this is about this kind of explosive, wanting to change things, wanting to do something different, against the rules, not caring about the outcome of things. So you can already see this is very much at this moment also portrayed in society. And as I've already said, we have Mars, Venus, Mercury, Pluto, and Saturn. Yeah, they're all in an Earth sign, all in Capricorn at the moment. And we have Uranus and the North Node of the Moon in Taurus, also an Earth sign. So a lot of Earth here. Sun and Moon are both in Aquarius. This is always the same at a new moon. Sun and Moon are in the same sign. And also Saturn. So there we have air, and then otherwise we have quite a lot of water as well. So not a lot going on in the fire elements right now. But of course, it's the opposing qualities and the complementing qualities that bring it back in as well. Going back to the body area, it relates to our calves, our lower legs, but also to the brain. And the brain in general. So certain parts of the brain are co-ruled by Uranus with other planets. And other things that might be considered are also the lungs, the bronchial tubes. Thinking of Uranus as a high octave, like expansion of Mercury. It's also really related, as I said, to the nervous system, the nervous system tissue. And this is something that really impacts many of us at this time, the challenge in the nervous system. So during this yoga practice today, I want us to focus a lot on breathing and how we actually exercise the asanas rather than what asanas we do. So do really pay attention to your breathing. Try to see if you can avoid compromising your breath. So really your breath comes first, everything else second. If you need a break, take a break. Really making sure that you take good care of your grounding and your nervous system. And this is also probably something I would recommend for the rest of the month. You can come back to this practice or do other practices, including, of course, going for walks, spending time in nature, really spending time away from devices and with people you love, building that community. You can build it online, but this might also be a really good time to consider building community again offline as far as you can. Of course, that depends on where you are in the world and everything else in your life to do. All right, okay, so let's start on the mat. And then just place your hands into the groins, lift your torso up, take a deep inhale. As if someone's pulling you up towards the sky, and then exhale, just move your hands out through the thighs towards the knees. And just repeat that. Deep inhale. Lifting up and grounding down through the sitting bones, and then exhaling, moving your hands out. And once again, deep inhale. And exhaling. And then inhale, roll the shoulders front and up. Exhale, back and down, and just do that 3 times. Really breathing into the shoulder blades. Close your eyes, just connecting with the body, and then changing directions. So just rolling the shoulders in the other direction. And rest your palms on your thighs facing up. Close your eyes. And then just take a moment to really feel the breath in and out through the nose. And just take a moment to really pull your tailbone, your pelvic floor, your belly button in and up, chin towards the chest, just for a moment holding that. And then release that on your exhale. And from your perineum, if you can feel that, or you can also take your tailbone to connect to the earth underneath. You can imagine roots growing down, if that helps you connecting, and just otherwise just feel, see that you can really feel the connection down from the perineum. Just sensing your breath at the perineum. And on your inhale, just imagine fresh energy coming up into the body. And on every exhale, you're rooting down, further down into the earth. And again, on every inhale, the breath is flowing up, filling the body with fresh energy. And then just allow for stress and tension, the energies of other people, to move down into the earth on your exhale. And just repeat that a few times in your own time. Every inhale, bringing fresh energy into the body. And every exhale, release stress, tension, energies of others. And just a few more times in your own time. Inhaling, let the breath flow up the spine, come into the hands, into the crown of the head. Really feel that pull up all the way to the crown. And then exhaling all the way down and letting that root from your perineum and or your tailbone grow further down into the earth. And again, just allowing for stress and tension to release in their own time. So a few more breaths in your own time. Every inhale, bringing all the way up to the crown of the head. And every exhale, again, releasing stress, tension, energies of others. And then the next inhale, bring it all the way up to the crown, and then exhale through the crown of the head. Taking a few deep in and exhales here at the crown. You can tilt the chin ever so slightly, finding a long neck and just feeling the breath coming in and out at the crown. And on your inhale, just feel that fresh energy floating and coming into the body from the universe, connecting you above. You can feel it also like light streaming into the crown of the head. And again, just use your exhale to release stress, tension, energies of others. And a few deep in and exhales here at the crown of the head, while the connection to the ground remains. It's just like a very, very, very slight pull, and it's just a very small amount of your energy, just 20% and 80% still going down. 70, 80% grounding you. And then as you keep breathing, just with your thumbs, just hold down your pinkies, your little fingers, and stretch out the other three while the hands are still resting on your thighs. And then on your next inhale, we inhale now through the crown and the perineum at the same time to the center of your chest, to your heart chakra, center of the chest. And then exhaling again through the crown and the perineum of the tail. And just repeat that a few times in your own time. Inhaling through both polar opposites, exhaling through the heart, center of your chest. And feeling the expansion there. Inhaling from the crown and the perineum. Exhaling through the center of your chest, the heart chakra. 2 more times. And then the next exhale, bring it all the way down again towards the ground. Inhaling all the way up to the crown. And then exhaling all the way down to the perineum. A few more deep in and exhales, bringing each inhale up the front of the body. Filling all the insides of the body with fresh energy, and every exhale going down the back of the body and washing everything down, stress, tension, energies of others. A few more deep in and exhale. And still holding that Shani Mudra for Saturn, where you're holding down the pinkies with your thumbs and the other 3 fingers are extended. Open your eyes, bring your arms up on your inhale. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, and just bring all that energy into the heart. And resting the thumbs against the chest bone. Just repeat 2 more times. Inhale, bring your arms up. And then exhaling the hands down and in front of the heart, thumbs resting against the chest. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. And then keep the hands in front of the heart and just we chant 1 long, big Om. You might not hear mine, still just really chant from tailbone all the way up to the crown, opening up the spine. Take a deep exhale. And inhale. And bow your head to your heart. And set an intention for this new moon. So really take a moment to sense what you wish to seed, what you want to bring in related to these ideas of building community, taking care of your nervous system and of the structures that still need to be addressed in your life while finding more freedom of expression. And also being able to think outside the box. and remain truthful to your individual spirit. So whatever it is that you wish to seed for this new moon, whatever aspirations you might have, just bring that into the body with your breath. Put your hands together. And cup your eyes with your palms. Take a few deep in and exhales. And let any stress and tension from the day, from technical devices evaporate and move into your hands, dissipate. Bring your arms down, bring your hands behind you, and then just wrap your feet together. Yeah, so grounding, of course, also starts with our feet, very important. And often they're very cold, at least here in the winter. Very good, okay. And then I'm going to turn side. So take your arms behind you, bring your legs up, inhale, and then exhale, move them over to the side. I'm just going to open the sides a bit, inhale, breathing deeply. Exhale to the other side, and just really breathing into the sides of the bodies, creating space for the breath. Engaging the core a little bit. Each side one more time. And inhale, bring your legs in, and exhale, stretch them out. And just make sure there's some space between the feet, and just sit upright. And again, just cultivating the breath where we just seem to grab something with our toes. So we're just moving the toes, opening the toes, and then as if we grab something with the toes. Very good. And then we do the whole foot in and exhale. Just aligning breath and movement. See if you can keep the spine straight as you do this, and then just start to rotate the feet and breathe deeply. I'm going to just the other direction and keep breathing again. Just breathing up and down the spine, up to the crown, down to the perineum or the tailbone. Okay, and as we're just coming out of Capricorn, which is related to the knees, and we're still in conjunction with Saturn and all these things, so let's give the knees a good rub. So you just take your hands on either side of the knee, and you're just giving it a good rub around the kneecap. And just warming up the knees. Very good. Bring your arms behind you, lift your legs up, and now we're going to kick the legs away. So we're just going to kick, 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 keep going, keep breathing. Good for the lymphatic system and for the legs, for the calves, yeah, so which is related to the sign of Aquarius. So just keep breathing, keep going. If you need a break, take a break and then come back in. Deep breaths as you do this. And 10, 5, Okay, and rest for a moment again. And just hold your pinky fingers, your small fingers down with your thumbs and extend the other 3 fingers. And breathing here for a moment. Feeling the ground underneath your sitting bones. Breathing up to the crown, breathing down to the perineum. Again, on every exhale, releasing stress, tension, the energies of others. Anything that doesn't serve you right now. Very good. And just come front on all fours. Just come into tabletop. And again, we're just going to use the breath. And now we're going to inhale. And we're going to stay here and look up. Create a little bit of pressure on the thyroid and just looking up. And really pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Ground your shins, root down through your hands, staying here for a couple of breaths. Move the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then now we're going to round and we're in an exhale through the nose dynamically. So and then just round the back, hold the breath for a moment. And then just keep rounded and just exhale here. And keep your arms straight, but release the head all the way. And then tuck your toes under and sit back on your heels. So we really want to open the feet again. If this is not available, you can come up and down. And just interlace the arms behind your back. And bring the long tailbone, open up the chest. And then exhale, come front. And then sit back on the flat feet. Bring your right hand on your left knee, coming into a simple twist. Breathe here. Again, rooting down to the tailbone and up into the chest. If this is not available, you can sit on a pillow, you can put a block between your feet or sit on a cushion. Deepen and exhale. And just enjoy the breath. See if you can expand the breath. Just noticing the short breaks, intervals at the end of the in and exhale. Now bring your arms up. And exhale, change sides. And again, just long, deep breaths here. And then inhale, come front. Exhale, tuck your toes under. And again, we're going to sit back, but this time we're going to come into squat. So see if you can actually lift up. Bring your hands in front of the heart. And see if you can keep your shoulders above your center, above your hips. And now see if you can twist, so really bringing the insides of the legs together. If it's a little bit wobbly, like for me right now, that's fine. Just keep breathing and only turn as far as you can. Breathing deeply. Really see if you can pull the insides of the feet together, turn back to center, and then try the other side. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come all the way down. Now turn the palms the other way. Yeah, so the inside of the arms face front. Exhale, sit back on your tucked under feet, and then bring your arms shoulder width, all the fingers together, back of the hands on the ground. Inhale here. And then again, flat feet as we move back, and see if you can actually move into the feet. Stretch the feet a little bit here. Inhale. Exhale, come front. I'm gonna bring the blanket to the side. Come on all fours. Inhale. Tuck your toes under into downward facing dog. And so just find your hands and feet, open the fingers wide. Inhale, coming up on the toes. Exhale, bend one knee, other. Stretching out the calf of the other leg. Inhale, coming up on the toes, and do this really slowly with a long deep breath. And again, stretching out the calves. Just doing that a few times. Release the head, open the fingers. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, engage your core. Each side, one more time. And then just move your hands back towards your feet. Keep your feet hip width distance, bend your knees, grab your elbows from below. So round your back a little bit, bend the knees as much as you need to. And we're gonna dynamically in and exhale through the nose and pump the belly. And grab your shins from the sides. A deep inhale, bend the knees long back. And exhale, just release here for a moment. And then just grab the opposite elbow. And again, bend the knees, round the back a little bit. And we're gonna pump the belly again. And then exhale dynamically through the nose. And again, release, hands to the sides of the shins, bend the knees long back, inhale. And exhale, just release the upper body, relax everything. And then shake everything out. Just shake everything a little bit, shake the arms, the shoulders, the hands. And just pucker your lips and just go, yeah, just relaxing everything. One more time. Then bend your knees and slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time. Really feeling your feet opening, the soles of the feet, make sure they're not crunching. And then rolling the shoulders back, and we come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Yeah, so we really want to work on the grounding. So just open the fingers, bend the knees slightly so you can open the soles of feet, close your eyes. And I've done this time again, especially for the beginning of this year and this kind of moving from Capricorn into Aquarius season. It's really like we're standing on the top of a mountain at the beginning of the year. It's the Chinese New Year now as well. Now here on this new moon in February. And we're looking at what's coming. We're looking at the year ahead. Maybe you can just close your eyes for a moment and look ahead and see what's coming up. Is there something you can see on the horizon or something that you're longing for this year? You're longing to seed and to bring to fruition. Maybe there is something you can see in the distance. And then open your eyes, and with that in mind, just bring your arms up on your inhale. And exhale, come into a forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, half forward bend, and then just come into a plank position or push-up position. And again, we're just going to work here our calves. Yeah, so you can bend the knees a little bit and then really extending the calves and at the same time pulling the center in. So keeping the center quite low, bringing the ribs in, lifting the back of the head. One more time, plank, knees, chest, chin. And then coming into a small cobra, rolling the shoulders back, keeping the neck long, really lifting the chest and the collarbones. Inhale, lift the right leg, extend it back out. And ground it. Inhale, left leg, extend it back out. Feel length in the lower back. Exhale, place the foot in the ground. Coming up on all fours, tuck your toes under. Find your way back into downward dog. You can bend the knees and just lift the sitting bones up. Pull the belly in. And see if you can activate the muscles above your knees and just move the heels a little closer to the ground. And inhale, coming up on the toes, bend the knees, walk or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, half forward fold. And exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, bring your arms with you. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. We're going to do moon salutation, inhaling the arms up. And you can really bend here. So interlace the thumbs, bring the index fingers together and really bending like a half moon. Making sure your lower back is okay. So tilting from the pelvis. Exhale, come into a forward fold, interlace the fingers behind your back. You can bend the knees as much as you need to relax the head. Stay here. Moving the shoulders away from the ears, relaxing the head. Long in and exhales, bend the knees as much as you need to. Feet can be hip width distance. And lower the arms towards the back and then just bring them down. Back of the legs, inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, step your left leg back, bring the left knee on the ground, move the right foot out a little bit, inhale, crescent. Again, interlace the fingers, the thumbs, bring the index fingers together. And inhale, again, you can come into this crescent shape, but make sure that lower back is okay, otherwise make it smaller. Just stay in your comfort zone here. And see if you can expand through the breath. And then big circle back with the arms. Bring the left hand next to the right foot. And bring it a little bit away from the foot and bring the arm up. So you can really open the heart towards the sky. Breathing deeply. Move the shoulders towards each other in your back. And you can really enjoy this opening also in the hips. In the groins, making sure it's okay for you, and then bringing the hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come into forward plank, knees, chest, and chin. And inhale, coming into a small cobra. And again, just pulling the feet out, finding a very long lower back, grounding through the feet. Inhale here. And exhale, lower down the forehead. Inhale, come up on all fours, tuck your toes under. Find your way back into downward facing dog. Move the hips from side to sides, engaging the muscles above the knees. Again, just take a moment coming up on the toes, bending the knees, engaging the muscles above the knees, and pull the heels a little bit further down if you can. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg front towards the left hand. So feet are hip width distance, lower the back knee. Interlace the thumbs the other direction, index fingers together. Again, coming into this crescent shape, breathing deeply. Lifting the hearts towards the sky, but always paying attention to your own range of movement and flexibility. And then big circle back, bringing your hand down, right hand a little bit further away from the foot, bringing your arm up, really opening the heart here. Towards the sky. Bring the hand down. Tuck your back foot under. Bend the back knee, inhale here, exhale, move the foot front. Inhale, halfway forward bend. Exhale, all the way forward bend. And bring your feet together. Inhale, come down again into squat. Hands in front of the heart. Keep your shoulders above your hips and then slowly come all the way up. Might be a bit wobbly onto your tippy toes. Exhale. Just bringing the heels on the ground. And bring your hands here to your hips and bend the knees for Utkatasana chair pose. And now again, see if you can come on the toes. Breathing deeply. See if you can keep the lower back long. Bring your arms front. And then if you can, towards the ears, keep your gaze towards the ground. Inhale. Imagine you're as if you're holding a gift for someone and you're placing that onto the mat in front of you. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, bend the knees, half forward bend. And then step your left leg back. Right foot out a little bit. Inhale, coming up. High lunge, bring the left hand next to the right foot. Coming into a twist, we're going to keep moving. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the right arm down and then turn the front foot in. So both feet are facing front and the toes in, the heels out a little bit. So now bend the knee that's facing the back of your mat. The left knee, bring the right hand under your chest bone onto the ground, the left arm up, twisting to the side. Inhale here. And exhale, we change directions to the other side. Inhale here, and now we turn everything back towards the front of our mat. Lifting the left heel off the ground, bring the left knee on the ground. And again, just let the arms hang, but come up with the upper body. Now we're going to circle the arms the other direction, back and up, front and down, coming into downward facing dog. Come into plank position, inhale. Knees, chest, chin, exhale. Inhale, coming to small, or you can also come into higher cobra, just make sure it's okay for your back. Exhale, place the forehead on the ground. Inhale, either plank or tabletop, or you can go back into downward facing dog in one piece, as you wish. Inhale, now bring your left leg up. Exhale, bring it front. Feet hip width distance. Inhale, come up here. High lunge. Right hand down, coming into a twist. So I'll turn the other direction, bringing left arm down. Turn the front foot in. Again, coming into a sideward position. So now bend the right knee towards the back of your mat, left hand down, bring your right arm up, inhale here. And exhale, changing sides. And again, turn everything back to the front of the mat. So left foot in. Let your arms hang as you inhale, rise up, bring your arms up, and front and down. Tuck your back foot under, lift it off the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, coming into forward fold, bring the feet together. And then inhale, come into a chair position here. Coming onto the toes. Bringing the hands in front of the heart, just coming back down into the squat. And then again, just doing that little twist we tried at the beginning. And exhale, other direction. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, just going back, slowly lowering onto the flat feet, coming into Navasana, the birds. And you can hold here your legs and just raise the chest. Really raising the heart. Closing your eyes, just finding some deep in and exhale. Lowering the feet, and then just sitting back for Paschimottanasana, stretching out your legs. Yes, really feeling the back of the legs on the ground, bringing your arms up. So if you now find it's really hard for you to bend forward, you can slide a blanket or even a couple of blankets under your seat. You can bend the knees, it's also fine. Bring the arms up. And even if you're just like this, or you're sitting upright and you can just ground, try to ground the back of your legs. It's just fine. So just be wherever you are and close your eyes and just stay with your breath on your inhale. See if you can straighten the upper body as much as possible. And then exhale, see if you can ground the back of your legs and find some very long, deep in and exhale. And for the last 3 breaths, just drop the head. Unless you have a slip disc, make sure you keep your back long. Just staying along with a long back. Now slowly come up. And exhale, moving off the blanket, if you have one. And then we're just slowly, very slowly going to go down. One vertebra at a time. Keep your feet with the distance. Now, actually, indeed, either a blanket or a cushion to place under your sacrum. So if you have one, place it under your sacrum or just take one. And we're gonna lie on it. So you place it on the back of your sacrum, cross the legs. Yeah, so you really make sure that back of sacrum is lifted. Interlace the fingers, bring the arms up and back. And then pull the shoulders down, away from the ears. And again, we're going to do active in and exhale through the nose. And pumping the belly in and out at the same time. And take a deep inhale and hold the breath. Bring the tongue to the upper palate. Close your eyes, look at the third eye, holding the breath. And then curl the tailbone in and up. And then exhale, send the breath to the groins and ovaries if you have them. And deep in and exhale. Bring the arms down slowly, come off the cushion here. And then very slowly, just bring your legs in. And just place the hands on the knees, and on your inhale, you're just going to move the knees away a little bit and exhale, pull them slightly towards you. Breathing in as you move the knees away, and exhale as you bring them closer. And then hug the knees, and we're going to do the same again. In and exhaling through the nose while we pump the belly, open the knees so you can pump the belly. Deep inhale, holding the breath, bring the tongue towards the upper palate. Roll the tailbone in and up. And exhale, just releasing the breath and bring it towards your head, towards your hair. Feel the relaxation on the face and the hair. And relaxing the back of your head, place the feet on the ground, bring the arms out to the sides. And then bend your elbows a little bit. Bring the hands slightly down. Just move the head very slowly from side to side. And imagine that the head's really heavy. As if it weighs 100 kilos. And you're just going to roll it very slowly over to the other side. And then as the head is on this side, move the knees in the opposite direction. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. You can also adjust the knees if you want to bring them further up. It's fine. You want to lift them off the ground. It's fine, just coming into a twist that you enjoy, breathing deeply. Really resting the back of the head, resting the shoulders, deep in an exhale. Inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, changing the sides. Again, resting the back of your head, really releasing the jaw, releasing the back of the head, breathing into the back of the head. And really releasing any tension, nervous tension in the brain, let the brain move back into the back of the head. Inhale, bring the knees back to center and then just stretch out for short Tadasana. And if you need a longer one, just switch off the video here and just stay for as long as you like. Yeah, make sure you're comfy. It's also nice to cover at least the center of your body. So if you have a lot of nervous, kind of nervousness in the body, nervous tension, then you can just place something onto the center of your body, the hips, that will help the body release. And then just let go of any controlled breathing and allow your body to rest. Starting from the heels, calves, back of the legs, your sitting bones, your lower back, middle back, shoulders, upper back, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, back of your hands, releasing your neck, and the back of your head, and then the highest point of the back of your head, and your crown. And release your third eye, center of your forehead out to the sides, and then let the brain move into the back of the head. Relax the jaw, open the teeth, and let the tongue rest on the lower palate. Release the point in the middle of your chin. Point at the dip of your throat where the collarbones meet. Center of your chest. Underneath your belly button. Just below your pubic bone. Your thighs, your knees, your shins, and the feet. Your consciousness. Let your consciousness rest for a few moments. And then slowly come back to the breath. Take a deep in and exhale, keeping your eyes closed. And start to move your hands and feet, your fingers and toes, arms and legs. Place one foot after the other onto the mat in front of you. And then roll on onto your favorite side into fetus posture. Stay here for a moment, take a deep breath. And use your hands to push yourself up and come back into a comfortable seated posture with your eyes closed. Sit on a blanket if you like. And then place one hand under the belly button, one hand onto the center of the chest. And just take a moment to think about something you're thankful for today. It doesn't matter what it is, just feel that gratitude, that joy, that smile on your face, and let it spread across your entire body. And then just remember that new moon intention. What is it that you're seeing now? What are your aspirations for the coming month? What do you want to see maybe in community with others, or what intimacy do you want to grow within yourself? Where do you wish to break free, and which structures might still need strengthening in order to do that? And bring your hands together in front of your heart. And then we close with one round of arms. Just take a deep exhale. And inhale. Pull your head to your heart. And we're dedicating the fruits of our practice to all beings without one exception. Namaste. And thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe and share the link to my videos so that it gains more visibility. It really helps if you comment. And also you can reach me via my website. That's www.anyabaya.com. So thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you next month for the new moon in Pisces, which is on the 3rd of March. Namaste.